Good day. I am astrologer Lateesha Hinton, and I am continuing on my series on Venus in the signs in the natal chart. So today I am speaking on Venus in the sign of Cancer. And how does Venus operate while she is in the sign of Cancer? So first, let's discuss who Venus is. So Venus is the goddess of love. She wants diplomacy. She wants beauty. She wants peace. She wants artistry. She wants togetherness. And so wherever Venus is, whatever house she is in, it will give us a picture, a glimpse of how Venus can operate in these areas if she has the tools to be able to bring that forth. And so when we look to ancient astrology, the Egyptians and the Hellenistic astrologers, and it was understood that whenever you had a guest over, then it was your responsibility as the host to make sure that the guest had what it is that they need to be able to feel comfortable and to operate at their very best. But as the host, you can only give your guest what it is that you have. What it is that you have in your home. So whenever Venus goes into any other sign other than her home, she is a guest there, and she has to take on the tools that the host gives her so she can operate. So when Venus goes into the sign of Cancer, she is not at home. She is in the home of the moon. So the moon gives her, as her guest, Venus is the guest of the moon. So the moon will provide for Venus the tools that she has in order to operate. So Venus, of course, is at home in the sign of Taurus and in the sign of Libra. Those are her two homes, and she is exalted in the sign of Pisces. Well, how does she do in the sign of Cancer? So Cancer being ruled by the moon operates as our other feminine sign, our other feminine planet. The moon is the other feminine planet. She is the feminine luminary. And so the moon offers up nurturing. She offers up speed of emotion, changeability of emotion. She offers up the depths of the water. All of the water signs, according to the ancient astrologers, the ancient teachers, they are mute. They are called mute, M-U-T-E, meaning that they are quiet and they are receptive. And so they are feeling intuitively their surroundings. They are able to feel things out and thereby know how to move. So this is what the moon has to offer to Venus when she comes into the sign of Cancer. So being that the moon is feminine, and this sign is one that has the deepest depths of emotion and nurturing and care, Venus does very well in the sign of Cancer. So when Venus is here, she will take on this nurturing. She shows her love through nurturing. This is that showing love through cooking and caretaking and making sure that there is a mothering that happens. Oftentimes, a protectiveness that comes along with showing love. And there is this ability to, beautify the home and beautify the family and care for the children. So we will see, this love and nurturing for children with Venus in the sign of Cancer, making sure that they are well attended to. It doesn't even matter whether this is male or female. You will see this tenderness as it relates to children, this caring nature that comes forth with children and the family, and this strong tie to the family. So with the sign of Cancer, the animal that was associated by the ancients with this sign is the crab. And so when we see the crab, we know that the crab moves sideways. It does not take straight steps forward. It moves sideways, it zigzags to get to where it wants to go, because there is a very protective nature to it. So the sign of Cancer is a cardinal sign, which means that it leads out. It comes in at the summer solstice, so it is warm and moist when we talk about the sign of Cancer. Warm and moist. So there is this warmth, and there is this shell that is protective. So it wants to protect, it wants to provide, and it also wants to be provided for. That is what we have with the sign of Cancer. So Venus here, she wants to provide. She wants to give the love and the nurturing and the attention and the caring, but she also wants to receive that back. She is not a giving like when we get to Virgo. We'll see that Venus and Virgo will give and give, and loves to serve in this way. Well, so does Cancer, but Cancer wants to receive that caretaking back, needs to have that attention given back to it. And so, as a sign of protection, you will see that the Venus in Virgo, as it is taking steps forward towards what it wants, it is feeling its way out intuitively as it relates to love. So if you are in a relationship or interested in someone who has Venus in Cancer, they move more slowly, because they need to make sure that what they are investing their care and nurturing in will care for them, will nurture them, will see them, will take care of their tenderness, the tenderness that they have to offer. Because behind that shell is this, the flesh, just this open flesh that could be easily burned by the sun. We're talking about this summer sign. When we look at the hermit crab on the beach, it has to quickly change shells as it grows into another shell, and it can be burned if it is exposed to the sun too long. So when we have this Venus in Cancer, it is a very sensitive, very emotional, prone to crying and moodiness, because the moon, as we know, is the giver of the gifts to the Venus that's in this sign. And so the moon changes signs every 2.5 days. And not only is she changing signs, but she is also changing phases. So the way that she appears looks different in the sky from day to day. So that is the energy that you have with Venus in Cancer. Is very moody, very changeable. Whatever is happening with the transiting moon in the sky is going to affect this Venus in Cancer. How it feels, is very important to it. You will often hear the Venus in Cancer saying, I feel like this, I don't feel like that. And so how they give love and how they receive love will be based on how they feel, what is happening with the moon, what is happening with the environment. So there is a lot of emotionality with this moon. I have a little niece who has Venus in the sign of Cancer. It's so interesting. She has the moon in Aquarius, which is a very different energy. And then she has the sun in Virgo, but this Venus in Cancer is so prominent in her life. She is so easily hurt, and she is so easily moved to tears. And oftentimes you'll say, why are you crying? And she'll say, I don't know. She'll just be crying and just so emotional. And then the next few minutes, she'll be happy again, wanting to play and so forth. So that is what we see with this Venus in the sign of Cancer. The emotions are on the sleeve, very, very prone to the energies around them. Harsh speech, if people are speaking to them harshly, it can move them and affect them emotionally, bring them to tears, or bring them to, if they are older, they may stop the crying in the open, but it will affect their mood so deeply until, they can go into the shell and not be able to express. So if you have Venus in Cancer in your natal chart, it's so important to go to the water. When you shower, you can find peace, just with the water on your skin. It's so important to be around peaceful things and peaceful people. This is really important for all of the water signs. If you have a lot of water placements in your chart, water will be your best friend. And things of peace, a lot of crazy emotions, even taking that into your eyes and having that around you, can affect your mood and your emotions and how you are able to operate. So there is this great sensitivity to you as this sign of Cancer, which is giving birth. Giving birth, your energy is really strong around you. And Venus in Cancer, your mood can affect everyone else in the house, because you have this strong birthing energy, giving birth to not just a baby, but giving birth to the energy around you that can change the whole mood of the house. And so it is really important for you to take care of your emotional state, and that, eating a lot of fruit that has a lot of water in it, watermelon and mangoes and grapes and things that are filled with moisture will be really, really helpful for you, really powerful for you. When I think about this Venus in Cancer, I think about the Mother Yemaya and Oshun. I think of these two together. It's as if Oshun meets up with her sister Yemaya, because these are, the two waters. And so I think of this loving energy that they have, and being able to work together to be able to manifest powerful things, to be able to bring beautiful things into the home. But it is so important that the emotions and the energy around you is calm, is peaceful. And that matters, with the type of people that you have around you. And then how they are affecting your emotions, and then how you are affecting theirs. It goes in this circle. So, but you have a very powerful, loving energy that can manifest so much change, so much goodness, so much peace, so much healing. Healing is a key word for Venus in Cancer. And so there is this healing that you can bring about just by people being in your presence. This Venus in Cancer, it is that energy of love that would hold one in their bosom, and rub their head and hum songs to them and hum melodies to them to heal them on a deep soul level. And so the key is keeping yourself, or doing the things for yourself that can help your emotions stay calm. And it is a work. It is a work, with this Venus in Cancer, because the energy is so very powerful. So very powerful, meaning that you are so susceptible to the energies that are around you. They stand as a force, around you. There is the ebb and flow, as we know that, the moon is associated with the ocean. So Venus here, the love ebbs and flows, And so your partner, if you are with someone who has this Venus in Cancer, it's important to know that this energy will ebb and flow because your partner is easily moved by the energies that are around. The planetary energies will easily change the emotions of your love. And this person will be also affected by the people that are around them, or words that you may say to them. It may cause them to ebb and flow. So there has to be a lot of understanding when you have a lover who has a Venus in Cancer, because their moods will suddenly change. Love will look differently, but the very best of them, they nurture, they love, they are faithful, they are committed. They once they connect, because when we look at the crab, the crab has the pinchers and they hold on tightly. So once they connect with someone that they feel safe with, they will hold on for dear life. They don't like for things to change, even though it's a cardinal sign, meaning that they will lead out. Their main thing is that they want to feel protected and safe in a relationship. And if they feel protected and safe, then they can open that shell up and let you in and pour love on you. One of the lower vibrations of this energy is that they can hold on too tightly. They can over love. They can smother. It's that that mother who doesn't want the child to go to school because they just want to keep them so close to them, and hold them tight. So much so until the child can be handicapped in not being able to do the things that they need to do for themselves in life, because they are so accustomed to this Venus in Cancer person taking care of them. And so Venus in Cancer can be manipulative. All of the water signs can be manipulative. They know, because they intuitively, they can pay attention to, and they know how people feel. And even without words, they can do and say things to manipulate others to do for them what they want. And so that Venus in Cancer can manipulate to move things in the way that he or she wants them. So, this is something that Venus in Cancer needs to pay attention to allow people to have the freedom to do what it is that they feel is best for their lives, and because Venus in Cancer can become overbearing out of love, over attached, So this is one of the challenges with this placement. But with understanding and light, moving in light and love, Venus in Cancer can be so beautiful, so loving, so tender, so nurturing. I think of fresh baked bread, with the Venus in Cancer, and, those lunches that are packed up for you with loving care, that's Venus in Cancer. And as it comes to just being a partner, again, there is this beautiful commitment that is there with Venus in Cancer, till death do us part, is Venus in Cancer. Okay, so that is what I have for you. I thank you so much for listening. You can find me at soulspreadwisdom.com. You can email me at info@soulspreadwisdom.com. If you are listening to this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment. I always respond. And have a blessed day. And I say to you, Ashe, Ashe, Ase O, Yat He Vav He.